nominees. The 10 nominees for the Mr. Texas Football Player of the Year award.
Get excited.
We will start in Kennedale. Kennedale linebacker Baron Browning.
Not a big surprise.
And
here.
what can you say about this kid? This kid has been, first of all, not only is he one of the best prospects in the state, but he's lived up to his billing. And he is one of the most dominant defenders in the state, arguably the most dominant defender in the state. The guy who has pretty much, helped Kennedale to this point to stay in their regional finals. And so Baron Browning of Kennedale is the first nominee for the Mr. Texas Football Player of the Year award. The second nominee, we go west. San Angelo Central quarterback Cal Vincent. What a year he had for the Bobcats, pushing them all the way to the regional semifinals. And this guy did it all. This guy was he was spot on for that offense. He was a perfect fit for that offense. A guy who played wide receiver last year, now moves over to quarterback and had a sensational year. Cal Vincent of San Angelo Central is a nominee for the finalist for the Mr. Texas Football Player of the Year award. The third nominee, third finalist.
Yes.
Down in the Central Texas area, Lake Travis quarterback Charlie Brewer, continuing the tradition of sensational Lake Travis quarterbacks. We've already had a Lake Travis quarterback be the Mr. Texas Football Player of the Year when Garrett Gilbert won in 2008. And you talk to people down there in Lake Travis, and they will tell you that this guy is playing as well as any quarterback in Lake Travis history.
Yep.
And that's saying something.
That's saying a lot.
That's saying a lot.
Yeah.
So Charlie Brewer of Lake Travis, a finalist for the Mr. Texas Football Player of the Year. Fourth finalist, the DFW Metroplex, Wiley East running back Eno Benjamin. My goodness, what a year for Eno Benjamin.
He's awesome.
One of the most elusive runners in the state, put up crazy numbers, and was the driving force behind the resurgent Wiley East year. Eno Benjamin put up crazy numbers and was a sensational runner for the Raiders. Wiley East running back Eno Benjamin, a finalist for the Mr. Texas Football Player of the Year. The fifth finalist for the Mr. Texas Football Player of the Year, Refugio running back Jalen Mascoro. This kid, not only is he a remarkable athlete, but the versatility that he has shown, not just this year, but in his entire high school career, is incredible. Remember, Jalen Mascoro was the quarterback that led Refugio to a title game last year.
Yeah.
They have now shifted him to running back, and he has not skipped a beat. He has been the heartbeat of that team. He's also an outstanding defender.
Yep.
Jalen Mascoro from Refugio, not a finalist for the Mr. Texas Football Player of the Year. We're halfway through. We've got five more.
Man.
We got five more.
What if my favorite player doesn't get on?
It's a tough thing.
Ah.
The sixth finalist for the Mr. Texas Football Player of the Year, Mansfield running back Kennedy Brooks. This kid, I know his season is over, so I want to pull up the numbers. His numbers
against the best defenses in the state.
Oh yeah. His numbers were out of control, and every week he was doing incredible things. The final numbers for Kennedy Brooks: 2,853 yards and 40 touchdowns. 2,853 yards and 40 touchdowns. An incredible year for Kennedy Brooks. One of the most complete running backs we've seen in the state of Texas this year. Kennedy Brooks from Mansfield, a finalist for the Mr. Texas Football Player of the Year award. The seventh nominee for the Mr. Texas Football Player of the Year award. Talk about jumping on our radar.
Yeah.
Levelland quarterback Nick Gerber.
Yeah.
He has pretty much single-handedly put Levelland on his back and taken them to a regional final. Yeah. He is now the all-time leader in touchdown passes in a single season in Texas high school football history. After this week against Abilene Wiley, barring something unforeseen, he will be the all-time leading passer as far as yards is concerned in Texas high school football history. He has a shot at the pass completions, pass attempts. And by the way, the other thing that doesn't get talked about enough about that kid, you know how many interceptions he's thrown this year?
It's like 4 or something like
that? I think 5.
Jeez.
I think 5. He's thrown the ball like 7,000 times. Yeah. He's thrown 5 interceptions. Levelland quarterback Nick Gerber, a finalist for the Mr. Texas Football Player of the Year award. The eighth nominee, finalist for the Mr. Texas Football Player of the Year, Bremond quarterback Rashad Paul.
Big shock.
44-0 as a starter. He has not skipped a beat. He is a 2,000 guy. He's thrown for 2,000 yards. He's rushed for 2,000 yards. Not to mention, he's also had 3 interceptions defensively and returned an interception for a touchdown. He's also returned 2 kickoffs for touchdowns.
Yeah,
this is the complete player, and he has been incredible for Bremond this year. Rashad Paul, a nominee for the Mr. Texas Football, a finalist for the Mr. Texas Football Player of the Year award. 2 more.
Oh, man.
The 9th finalist for the Mr. Texas Football Player of the Year award. DeSoto quarterback Shaun Robinson. You know, I will admit, and I've said this before, I will admit that I doubted Shaun Robinson.
Yeah?
I think after last year, kind of a forgettable year at Denton Geyer, which was so up and down for him.
Right.
Moving to DeSoto into a new system, I wondered if he was really the real deal. He has answered that question so emphatically, it is not even funny.
He's been unreal.
He has been incredible for DeSoto. He's thrown for 2,700 yards and 23 touchdowns. He's run for another 1,000 yards. He has been outrageous for the Eagles. Shaun Robinson of DeSoto, the 9th finalist for the Mr. Texas Football Player of the Year award. Only one more, Max. There's only room for one.
I'm feeling I'm going to like this one.
I don't know if you are. I feel like this is a kid that you don't like and that you have been very skeptical of all year long. The 10th and final finalist for the Mr. Texas Football Player of the Year award is Friendswood quarterback Tyler Page.
The Tyler Page experience.
The Tyler Page experience is a finalist for the Mr. Texas Football Player of the Year award. A remarkable year for Tyler Page. He ran for 2,000 yards and 31 touchdowns. He threw for more than 1,600 yards and 17 touchdowns. And you saw how much his team missed him when he went out against Katy Cinco Ranch. He is a complete player, a remarkable quarterback, and now a finalist for the Mr. Texas Football Player of the Year award. So the 10 finalists for the Mr. Texas Football Player of the Year award are Kennedale linebacker Baron Browning, San Angelo Central quarterback Cal Vincent, Lake Travis quarterback Charlie Brewer, Wiley East running back Eno Benjamin, Refugio running back athlete do-it-all Jalen Mascoro,
Everything.
Mansfield running back Kennedy Brooks, Levelland quarterback Nick Gerber, Bremond quarterback Rashad Paul, DeSoto quarterback Shaun Robinson, and Friendswood quarterback Tyler Page. You can vote at texasfootball.com. Your votes will count for 10% of the decision for who will be the Mr. Texas Football Player of the Year for 2016.